See what I mean? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. In this video, guys, we're going to show you how you can mix up a general crested gecko diet for either your crested geckos or your morning geckos, your Madagascan giant day geckos, anything that basically eats that. I'm going to talk through one thing you should never do and why you shouldn't do it, which I've seen so many people doing throughout the time I've been researching this video, and I'm going to try and taste it at the end. So welcome back to Northern Exotics. On this YouTube channel, my name's Richard, and we talk all things reptile related, whether it be specific species care, breed your own live food, plant, we do everything reptile related. And if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. We've got an awful lot of massive videos coming out soon. We've got a big, massive leopard gecko bioactive build coming up. We've got morning gecko eggs. We've got loads of stuff happening. So if you want to see any of that, make sure you do hit that notification bell so that you get notified next time we do upload a video. In this video, we are going to be showing you how to make up a mix general crested gecko diets. We're going to talk through one of the ingredients that's on this, which is going to make you alter your entire setup potentially. Depends how you set it up. You may need to change your entire setup. And then I'm going to taste it at the end. So why not? Just stay around for that, I suppose. But let's start with how to make it up. You're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need whatever crested gecko diet you're actually using. For me, I haven't got a crested gecko. I'm mixing this up for my morning geckos. I've got my baby morning gecko just here. I've got the adults in that enclosure just there. And they're eating Repashy. There's loads of different brands of crested gecko diet out there. There's some cheap ones, some not so cheap ones. I always stick to the proper brands. I never try and risk making my own. You can make your own treats here and there. Just go on the YouTube search, you'll find a few people. I think Emzotics, she's done one on making treats. But at the minute, Repashy, Pangea is another good one. It struggles to get Pangea inside the UK. But what you're actually going to find when you open up your tubs is just this amazing little powder of basically crushed up bugs, grubs, mango. This one's called Mango Super Blend, and it's got so many really healthy ingredients inside it. And the way to mix it up is you get your little tub. I'm using a shot glass, and you want to add the water in first. So always mix up more than you actually need to. Always put in less water than you think you actually need, because you can always add water. You can't take it away. Take the lid off. I've got two tubs here, and one's grubs and fruit and one's mango. I'm actually going to use the grubs and fruit this time, simply because I've run out of fruit flies and my morning geckos generally do eat fruit. And then we're going to just tip some of this in, and just over time you get used to how much to actually put in. If you find it's a bit not so good, you can always add more water or add more get one of these. We all know what these used to be back when isolation wasn't a problem. McDonald's coffee stirrer. And I'm just going to stir it. Now, there are things out there that say you can mix up loads of this and stick it in the fridge and all that sort of stuff and leave it there. It takes 2 seconds to mix it up. I mix it up dead fresh, out of the packet, chop it straight in, job's a good one. That's all you really need to do. So I've mixed it up. Now, it can still thicken up over the next sort of 10 minutes. So if you want, you can leave it for 10 minutes. Me personally, I'm experienced with it. I know that's dead runny. So I'm going to add some more grubs and fruit. This is the Repashy Superfoods, which is one of the leading sorts of companies for doing crested gecko diets. I've got this little tub just here. It's just a lid. It's a bit grubby. It comes out of my adults enclosure. This is exactly how runny I think you should need it. Just blub, blub. Nice and wet, but not too wet. I'm going to leave it just there for now, because that's enough for them. So I'll go and chuck that over there in a minute. Next step, I'm going to get a Tattoo ink cup and do exactly the same. I'm going to pour it in, because the ink cup goes for my baby morning geckos. And there we go. Right, let's go and put these in their enclosures. So we've got basically the Repashy just there, morning gecko adults enclosure just there. We have a problem with this enclosure. That's the latch to open that door. We cannot open the door. Why can't we open the door? Because they've laid eggs both on the door and on the sidewall. So if we open this door out, it's going to basically crack those eggs. So we have to get creative. So I have to check the top to see if there's no morning geckos running around there. Gently take the lid off. There's one down there. And this is going to be crafty because I have to grab them with the tongs and hope to not spill it and drop it all the way down without spilling it, just like that. Make sure it's nice and level, whilst constantly checking to see if none of the morning geckos are actually escaping. There's one just down there, absolutely perfect. There's one set of the eggs just up there, and the other set is right up in that top corner. But there, that's the morning gecko adults done. Let's get the lid back on, lock it off, and move over to the baby, which is whoosh, in this enclosure just here. Now, I'll sit down first. We'll quickly have a look. You can see the feeding ledge just there. If you want to see how to make that feeding ledge, I'll stick a card up in the top of the screen now. There is the baby. I'll move it over this way so you can see with a bit better light anyway. There's the baby. Absolute boof. Oh, he's right at the top, so I can't get the lid off just yet. There he is, just stuck up there. Being a little goose. Right, so if I try and twist the lid a little bit, hopefully it will come further down. Are you going to come down, mate? I'm going to come down. Oh, there we go. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. So if I can keep him down there, because this bit is the sketchy bit, I call it the sketchy bit. So we have to keep an eye on him. I really have to sort these plants out. We've got to get the old tattoo ink cup out, and then get that new one just there, without spilling it too much. And straight in that hole just there. Tap it in nicely. Job's a good one with that. We've got the new food in there. There he is down there. So now the food's in there. I'm just going to give him a little mist down away from the food, because I don't want to add no more water to the food. But I'm going to do it with enough to actually give him a bit of drink, because he does like to have a drink every now and then. Then we are going to run over to what we've got left, because obviously we've taken out the old food from the old morning gecko. So what do we do with this? Well, that's where this comes into play. This is our part of our superworm breeding farm. These are just the grown on ones ready to be fed off. I just chuck it in there. They will go through it. As you can tell, we've got old shot glass from when we were mixing it last time. We've got a couple of old tubs from the adults. We've got loads of stuff in there. That is all from that. So that is oh, I've still got to taste it. Right, while I go and look at this, you don't want to add any additional nutrients into the actual mix itself. The mix is perfect on its own. Don't add in any calcium, don't add in any more nutrients. It's got it all already built in. But let's try and taste it. So let's clear this spoon thing off. If they eat it, then it's good enough for us. What has this actually got in it? We have got insects, fruit, crested gecko, complete food. So I've got bugs in this, but humans eat bugs, right? It's going to be okay. I'm not going to die. Oh wait. That's like a cross between... You get like a gritty sort of taste, and then it's like fruity. See what I mean? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Subscribe.